Now, before we even start talking as believing men and women, right? And as those who contemplate mutadabbirin, right? We have to acknowledge and understand why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam never ever rushed, right? He sallallahu alaihi wasallam was always present physically and more important emotionally, right? Whether it was with elders, whether it was with his enemies, with his own friends, with his wives, with his children, with animals, even with the tree. When it started weeping, when he sallallahu alayhi wasallam, had to step up and give the khutbah from the minbar, right? The Prophet was always present because he was driven by intent and purpose, right? When you know why you're doing what you're doing, it's very difficult to rush. It's very difficult to kind of try to achieve quantity over quality. It kind of grounds you. It brings you back. Why am I doing what I'm doing, right? And subhanallah, that's how he was, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if I'm going to speak about one specific incident in his life, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that kind of inspires me personally, because we could sit here talking till next month, as far as I know, about every single incident where he sallallahu alaihi wasallam made everybody feel the most special person, or how he sallallahu alaihi wasallam never left anybody's hand who's shaking his hand until they let go first, or everybody who you ask them, they think I'm the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's favorite, right? And that's just an acknowledgement of how he was very mindful of everyone around him, and how every person needed what they needed, right? And gave that to that person. But to me, subhanallah, the story of the elderly woman that the Prophet ﷺ sees carrying, something that's heavy, and he steps up and he tries to help her. There's so many things here. Like when you think about it, he, is burdened by delivering the final message to humanity. But yet he's aware enough, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to see there's an elderly woman who needs help. And he starts walking with her. And not just that, but this woman starts speaking about Sayyidina Muhammad, not knowing that he's Sayyidina Muhammad, in the worst possible way. This man is coming to divide us. He's doing this. Beware of him. Don't follow him. Yada, yada, yada. And he doesn't leave her midway. Subhanallah. He doesn't abandon her need despite what she's saying. And he walks with her till the very end, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he doesn't even tell her that he is Muhammad until she asks him, what is your name? Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Like he even cared about her emotions, yani. Subhanallah. When I think of us nowadays, first of all, our awareness, because of how fast the pace of our life is, or how busy we've made ourselves become, right? When we, how often are we aware of the elderly in our communities? Subhanallah, I was doing a food pantry recently, and I was surprised and I was shocked to see some of the pillars that are in our masajid from the elder who come there. You would never think that they had need, but because we're so busy, we're so occupied with all these other things, we don't know what their need is, subhanallah. And to just carry through, not to leave people halfway, but to walk with them till the very end of their need, despite what he had to do, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is beyond inspiring. And not just that, it's not like, you think about it, we sometimes have difficulty doing this with our own families. This is someone who was mocking him, someone who was attacking him. And he, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was able to slow down, step back and just do what he did with such grace and dignity, sallallahu alaihi wasallam.